So, good day to all of you. We are the next reporter, which is the chapter 23, the martyrdom at Bagong Bayan. And in this chapter, we will discuss kung paano namatay si Dr. Jose Rizal and ano yung mga nangyari sa kanya sa selda niya. So, but before that, let me introduce myself. I am Ali Yusuf Abla and my partner na si Nasrullah Abdullah. So, let's proceed to our topic. So, on my start, after being court-martialed, Rizal returned to his cell in Franz Santiago to prepare his rendezvous with destiny. During his last 24 hours on Earth from 6 a.m. in the morning of December 29 to 6 a.m. of the December 30, 1896, he was busy meeting a visitor which including his family and friends. He was also able to write his last poem, his final contribution of emancipation of the Filipino people. So, at exactly 6 a.m. in the morning, alam na ni Rizal kung paano siya mamamatay and kung saan siya mamamatay. After an hour, which is 7 a.m. in the morning, nilipat siya kung saan siya mag-stay at this place na huli natin siyang makikitang buhay. So, which is in the chapel. So, in this chapel is in there have the first visitor, which is the Jesus priest. After 15 minutes later and 7:15 a.m. pinalala ni Rizal na di-remind niya si Father Luis Visa na gusto niyang makita yung statue of Sacred Heart of Jesus, which are ginawa niya nung nag-aaral pa siya ng Ateneo. At 8 a.m. in the morning, si Father Antonia Rosel is arrived to relieve Father Visa, and Rizal invited him to take or maghati sa breakfast na kinakain ni Rizal, which he did. After the breakfast, dumating si Lieutenant Taviel de Andrade and thanked him for his service. So, after that, at 9 a.m. in the morning, Father Federico arrived. Why? Which is Rizal reminded him to the young prophecy na if isusulat niya yung Noli Me Tangere is mamamatay siya or maaalisan siya ng ulo. Pero sorry sa word na maaalisan ng ulo, which is yung sinabi ng prophet na yon na prophet father sabi ni Rizal. At the 10 a.m. in the morning, more prize na dumating kay Rizal na binisita siya, including Father Jose Viclara, which is the Rizal teacher in Ateneo, and Vicente Villaguer, and to her visitor was also arrived, which is si Santiago Mataix, the correspondent of El Heraldo de Madrid. At 12 p.m. to 3:30 in the afternoon, Father Villaclara and Father Villaguer left, and nagkiisa na ulit si Rizal sa kanyang selda kasama ang guard, which is yung nagbabantay sa kanyang magdamagan. So he took his lunch, and after that naging busy si Rizal sa kanyang pagsusulat. So yung pinagbibisihan ni Rizal sa kanyang pagsusulat is yung mga letter or mga poem. And after that, at 3:30 p.m., yung mga guard or guardian ni Rizal is medyo hindi na siya tinitignan or hindi na masyado strict sa pagtitingin kay Rizal. And doon, isinulat ni Rizal ang kanyang huling poem, which is titled Ultimo Adios. After that, Father Villaguer returned on Rizal's cell, which is para pag-usapan yung kanyang isinulat na letter. Hindi pinaghihintulot or ipinaghihintulot ng Masanori. Di ba ang higpit nila when it comes kay Rizal? So, at 4:30, Mrs. Teodora Alonzo arrived, or yung nanay ni Rizal is dumating. Na bibisitahin niya ang kanyang anak na si Rizal. Na agad-agad lumuhod si Rizal sa kanyang ina at hinalikan ang kamay ng kanyang nanay. Humingi agad ng kawaran sa kanyang ina. 'Di ba? Ang sakit sa side ng kanyang nanay na alam niya or makikita niyang mamamatay ang kanyang anak. So both of them was crying, and yung guard is umalis muna ng cell para siguro if ever na mag-stay yung guard sa cell na yon, baka makasali siya sa pag-iyak. So after that, dumating ang kanyang ate na si Miss Trinidad. So which is ibinigay ni Rizal ang kanyang cooking stove. Pero sa ibang writers or sa ibang libro na is ang sinabi doon ay ang ibinigay ni Rizal ay lamp. But in this book or dun sa librong ibinigay ni ma'am or yung copy na ibinigay ni ma'am, ang nakalagay doon ay stove, which was gift by Paz Pardo de Tavero to Rizal. While ibinigay ni Rizal yung cooking stove, mayroong isinabi si Rizal na mahinahon or pabulong sa kanyang ate, na mayroong nakalagay diyan na mayroong nakalagay sa cooking stove na yan. So which is that something was turned a little paper, which is the last poem of Rizal, Ultimo Adios. So it should be noted as Trinidad because Jose Rizal teach her in this language. After that, she left in the room and dumating si Father Villaclara, Estanislao March, and followed by Father Rosel. So at the 6 p.m. in the evening, Rizal received Don Salvino Lopez Tunyon, the Dean of the Manila Cathedral, and Father Villaguer. and Father March was left, and they left Rizal and Father Villaclara. At the 8 p.m. in the evening, Father Villaguer returned with Father Visa, and kinausap nila si Rizal in religious matter. Siguro pinag-uusapan nila or pinapanalangin nila na si Rizal or ipinapanalangin nila si Rizal kay Jesus. After that, another visitor ang dumating na si Fiscal Gaspar Castaño, the Royal Audiencia. They had nice conversation with prisoner, playing the role of gracious host. So, at the 10 p.m. at the evening, which is malalim na gabi, the draft of retraction from Archbishop Bernandi Nojas arrived. After that, hindi pumayag si Rizal sa draft dahil masyadong mahaba daw, and after that, masyadong mahaba daw. So, and after that, Father Villaguer show another draft, which is ginawa ni Father P.O.P., the superior of the Jesuit mission in the Philippines. And nagustuhan ni Rizal yung draft ni Father P.O.P., but then wanted some changes in that draft. At the 11:30 p.m. in the evening, which is na malalim na gabi, Rizal wrote and signed the retraction and observed Masanori. While nagsasign si Rizal, it was witnessed by Juan del Fresno, the chief of the guard, and Eloy Mori, and adjutant of the plaza. After mag-sign ni Rizal, he confessed and agad itong nagpahinga. In the next morning, December 30, 1896, at 1:30 a.m. in the morning, which is siguro maganmapita metuba. So Rizal rose up, which is mumangon, and prayed and confessed again. Lumuhod siya sa altar while merong rosary sa kanyang kamay. And according sa book, he is wearing blue scapular of the Immaculate Virgin. He read the book, which is the Act of Faith and Hope of Charity, from the Spanish book, which is the Acepción de la Muerte, and pinirmahan niya yung page 49 at the end of the Act of Charity. So after that, he confessed to Father Villaclara for the third time. And di ba ilang beses na siya mag-confess, which is yung parang humihingi siya ng kapatawaran. So after that, which he read Thomas A. Kempis, Imitación de Cristo. So after an hour or hours, at the 3:30 a.m. in the morning, Father Villaguer said Mass. And after that, Rizal confessed again for the fourth time. So at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, which he took his last breakfast. And after that breakfast, he autographed some books and picture which is para sa kanyang huling souvenir niya para sa kanyang mother and sister na sila Josephine and Trinidad during his last 24 hours in living, which are there are a lot of ang daming visitor ni Jose Rizal sa huling 24 na oras kanyang buhay. So in his cell Fort Santiago, where he secretly finishing his farewell poem, as soon as Josephine, accompanied by Narcissa, arrived to get married canonically as requested Rizal before he died. Like before namatay si Rizal, in-request niya na papakasal sila ni Josephine Bracken. So after that, Father Villaguer married them. Rizal gave his wife as a wedding gift the religious book titled Imitatio de Cristo, which is pinirmahan niya ito. So at the 6 a.m. in the morning, Rizal is ready na sa kanyang kamatayan, which is prepared na siyang mamamatay. Diba? Even alam niyang mamamatay na siya, nakaka-prepare pa rin siya dahil alam niyang yun yung mangyayari sa kanya. So at the 7 a.m. at Bagong Bayan, by order of Governor Polavieja, but before that, last letter of Rizal was addressed to his both parents. Gumawa pa rin siya ng letter sa kanyang dalawang magulang, which is si Francisco Mercado and Teodora Alonso, and wrote it at 6 a.m. in the morning. So ang nilalaman ng letrang yun sa kanyang mga magulang ay ang nakalagay doon ay, "Pardon me for the pain with which I repay you for your sorrow and sacrifice for my education. I did not want this nor did prepare it. Goodbye, Father. Goodbye." So in this letter, naka-conclude na rin yung pangalan ng kanyang nanay, to my very dear mother, Señora Teodora Alonso, at 6 o'clock in the morning at December 30, 1896. Aside from this last letter sa kanyang parents, Rizal had previously written to others, which is both dated at December 29, 1896. One was addressed to Blue Merit, his best friend, and other to Pasiano, his beloved brother. His last letter to Blue Merit, the best friend he ever had, written in German. So in his letter in Blue Merit is nakalagay doon na, my dear professor my dear brother, when you receive this letter, I shall be dead tomorrow. At the 7 I shall be shoot, but I am innocent of the crime of rebellion. I am going to die with a clear conscious. So goodbye, my best friend, my dearest friend. So, and never think of me again. Or ang nakalagay doon ay, ang huling nakalagay doon ay, goodbye my best friend, goodbye my dearest friend, and never think of me. So Fort Santiago, December 29, 1896. P.S. regard to the entire family, to Señora Rosa, Loleng, Contrido, and Federico, written along with the interior margin. After this word, I am leaving you a book as a last remembrance of mine. So after that letter sa kanyang best friend, iginawa niya rin yung letter niya sa kanyang beloved brother na si Pasiano, written in Spanish. Pero gagawin ko siyang English kasi yun, or in that English is yun yung nakalagay sa libro. So ang nakalagay doon sa letter na yon sa kanyang brother na si Pasiano, it has been 4 years and half that we have not seen each other, nor have we communicate with each other. I do not think it's a due to lack of affection on my part nor on yours, but because knowing each other so well, we do not talk, or we do not need to talk to understand each other. Now I am about to die, and it is you that I dedicated my last line, to tell you how sad I am to leave you alone in life. burdened with the height or burdened with the weight of the family and our old parents. I am thinking now how hard you have worked to give me a career. I believe I believe that I have tried not to waste my time. Brother of mine, if the fruit has been bitter, it is not my fault, but the fault of the circumstances. I know that you have suffered so much on my account and I am sorry. I assured you, brother, that I died innocent of this crime of rebellion. If my former if if my former writings have contributed, I do not deny it. But absolutely, but then I thought I have expiated for the past with my deportation. Tell our father that I remember him and how I remember my whole childhood of his affection, of his love. Ask him to forgive me for the pain that I have unwillingly caused him. So, in that letter, in that way, yun yung huling letter na iginawa niya at iginawa niya yung kay Pasiano. So, in the next reporter, Nasrullah Abdullah will continue yung topic and explain it. I hope you understand and I hope we learn something today. So, thank you and magandang araw.